Hey, this is Mark with Merchant on the Mark. I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I want to go through and show you the exact way that I go through and source profitable shoes for reselling. As you know, I do private label, wholesale, and also shoe reselling, and built quite a business in that area. And so I want to share exactly how I go about finding my products. And so in this video, I'm going to be going through and looking for a popular type of shoe that you can find yourself to resell on Amazon. And if this is something that you're interested in, I've got a link down in the description to download my free 6-figure reseller checklist that will help you get started and show you exactly the process that I go through to actually find these profitable finds. So with that, let's go into my computer and I'll show you how to find these profitable shoes. Okay, to get started, today I think I'm going to search for kids character shoes. And basically, if you're not familiar, these are things like Disney, Peppa Pig, Paw Patrol, My Little Mermaid, all these different types of brands that are for kids, and these can be very popular. So what we'll do is we'll search for popular kids characters. That will be good. And so this will give us a big list. So having sons that are a little bit older, some of these are newer, but Sesame Street would definitely be one. Wild Kratts, Peppa Pig, I know. Bob the Builder, Paw Patrol is huge. Frozen is one. Looking through a few of these other ones, see if I recognize them. Star Wars, of course, is huge. Caillou, Sophia the First, Doc McStuffins, all these. So this will give you a good idea for exactly what are some of the more popular kids characters are currently. And so from that point, what we want to do is go out to Amazon, and we want to do more of a generic search. So we'll do kids character shoes, and just as easily, if you needed to search for clothes or whatever products that you wanted to search for, you would just use that instead of shoes. But we'll just say kids character shoes, and it looks like some of these are going to be not what we're looking for. So you see Batman, Super Mario is huge, Paw Patrol, Jurassic World, some Crocs, PJ Masks, Hello Kitty. So these rubber boots look interesting. And again, you might notice that I have a lot more information on my screen than you'll probably have, and that's due to some of the extensions that I use, and I'll leave a link to those down in the description as well. But basically what this will tell you is who is the seller of this. So Amazon is the seller of this. Typically we don't want to sell directly against Amazon. You can see they're the only seller on this one. It gives you the ASIN, which is basically the UPC for that product. The total number of monthly sales, 900 per month, which is crazy. Its ranking, or BSR, bestseller rank, is 26448, and that's very good. So basically it's the 26,448th best-selling product in this category, so that's really good. Monthly revenue is 35,955. The Amazon fees are 1648 based off of this current sales price. So the net would be 2347. So that is what you would need to be looking at when you're going out sourcing. So I'm going to show you how to source online, but definitely you can do this just as easily by sourcing in your local area as well. And so what we'll do here is we'll just go down and get an idea for some of the more popular characters, and just write those down on a piece of paper as well. And that would be what I would go by first. So next, we want to use a tool called Jungle Scout, and this is a paid tool, but you really need something like this to be able to do what we call reverse sourcing, where you go out to Amazon, you find the best sellers, and then you go out and source only those best sellers on other sites where you can do it profitably. And so on this page, what it does basically is bring in all the information. It varies in the number that it shows. It's going to show 48, it looks like, on this one. But basically what it's doing is pulling everything into a very easy to review format. And so it has price, monthly revenue, the number of reviews. The main things that we care about are monthly revenue, and then the net, what we would get after we sold it. So we know that we have to find a source to buy it that's less than this. The number of sellers and the seller type. So this one doesn't show all the sellers type. Usually it'll say AMZ, FBA, FBM, that kind of thing. So what we would do here, in general, what I would do is run a lot more results. So I'd pull in about 200. But for the sake of this example, I'll just do the 48. And what we want to do, Jungle Scout has this awesome tool where you can go over and filter these results. So we want lowest number of sellers is 3. That will help us find shoes that allow their brands to be resold on Amazon. So if it's just 1 or 2, one could be Amazon, one could be the manufacturer, or both could be Amazon. So I like to do 3 just to find ones where other people are actually selling that product. And I also like to do FBM or FBA, but in this case, since a lot of them aren't showing up, I'll just leave that open for the time being, and then we'll apply changes. And you can see there's 9, so it went down from 48 to 9. And so what I would do next is I would sort by monthly revenue. So this first one right here is pink croc, and it sells $525,862 a month. So that's just crazy. Let's see who the seller is. It doesn't say, but there's 6 sellers on it. So the net is $739. So you would have to find this shoe for less than that to be profitable. And so that's not something that we're going to be looking at. What I would actually do on these filters as you had more and more results is I would add in lowest net. I would say, let's say 15, for example, because you have to be able to buy it at that price, under that price, and still have profit built in and ship it to Amazon. So we'll just do that. And there's only 1 in this case because we didn't pull back more results. But this one sells for $31.96, 30 sales a month. Monthly revenue of $9.59 is not outstanding. Number of sellers is 4. So if you could find this for less than $14.77, then that would be a winner. So let's just do a search. We'll search for Hello Kitty waterproof rain boots. Probably just say boots clearance. And you can see these are those shoes. You can see them. They're selling for $31, and right here they're selling for $22.97. You can also look on eBay and find some at some points. Western Chief seems to have these. Target may have these. So I would go through each one of these, and you can see some of the other stores that carry Hello Kitty. So let's go right here and just look at it. This one is in store pickup only, it says. And basically what you have to find is the product on sale for a price lower than the net. So if we look at this one, the net is $17.19. So you have to find it for less than $17.19. And on here, it's $22.97, even at 42% off. So that's not going to be a good buy. But what I would do next is I would go through, I would loosen up my filter criteria. First of all, I'd bring back more results, like 200, and then I would possibly keep lowering this to get a net that was more usable. And I would try to then find clearance sites that sell that particular shoe, and then I would try to source it. If I couldn't source that particular shoe, it would lead me down a rabbit trail so I could see all the clearance shoes on that particular site. And then I would take each one, and let's do this right here. So let's go clearance, and then we'll do by best sellers. And so what you could do then is sort further if you wanted to, but it's telling you that these are the best sellers. And then you could search for this particular product on Amazon. It sells here for $33.74, and you can see what that price would be on Amazon. So again, this is just to lead you down rabbit trails. It's not typically to find exact products, but what we did was we got a ballpark idea on kids' character shoes were the most popular characters. We ran a generic search on Amazon. We ran Jungle Scout to be able to pull in all the data. I would pull in more, of course. Then I added filters. The most important ones are number of sellers and the net. And then if it shows all of the seller types, then I typically check FBA, FBM. And then I look at the net for each of these, and I try to find those where I can buy them for less than the net so I can make a profit. Then when you're on each of these sites, like for example Nordstrom Rack, you look at all their clearance based around the category that you're looking at. So kids' character shoes, you go through and find those. And then you could search on Amazon based off what you find on these source sites. So anyway, it's a roundabout way to getting lots and lots more inventory for your shoe reselling business. So kids' character shoes, I know personally, is a tremendous market, especially certain characters. Paw Patrol is huge, Jurassic World is huge, Frozen is huge still. But anyway, I wanted to just give you this information. Again, I have a download available in the description called the Six-Figure Shoe Reseller Checklist, and it will go through a lot more detail on exactly this business and how I go through and find profitable shoe finds to resell on Amazon, eBay, Poshmark, my own sites, and things like that. So hopefully that was helpful. Again, this is Mark with Merchant on the Mark. I really appreciate you taking time to watch this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. Before you go, I wanted to let you know about a side of my business that's become one of my most important and fastest growing income streams over the past few years, and that's the business of shoe reselling. Now, weird as it may sound, I've always loved shoes, specifically 80s and 90s era Nike and Air Jordans. However, that's just me personally. What I choose to sell actually is very different because, like the theme of this channel, I like to sell what's already selling everywhere. So that means that I use a very specific formula so that I can focus on only buying the most popular, fastest moving, and most sustainably profitable shoes. This system has allowed me to build a very successful shoe reselling business over the last 5 years. And best of all, I built it with just a few low-cost software tools and 0 full-time employees. So if you're interested in shoe reselling, or if you're looking for a new income stream, or maybe you're just looking for a brand new business altogether to start, I put together a very special free report that I think you'll love. It's called the Six-Figure Shoe Reseller Checklist, and it includes all the insider tips and tricks that I've learned over the last 5+ years to help you know exactly what types of shoes to source, what types to run from, where to sell your shoes quickly for the most profits, what tools and softwares I personally use to run my large shoe reselling business, and much more. Best of all, it's completely free, and I even include an in-depth bonus video where I go through the entire report and explain every single item in a way that makes it clear and easy to understand to get started. So if that's something you're interested in, just click the link in the description of this video and you can get access to the brand new free special report while it's available. So again, this is Mark with Merchant on the Mark, and I'll see you on the inside.